What's going on, guys? Back at you guys with another presentation. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Somebody wanted me to make a presentation talking about don't deny dirty looks. Um, you know, I'm not trying to get preachy here, but the world we live in, guys, is wicked. People are evil. People are possessed by demons. People are just got the devil in them, man. And people are just not. Their hearts are just not pure. We live in a time where people's hearts are just not pure. Dirty looks from people signifies a demon. If a person is giving you a dirty look and you don't know why, because they got a demon in them. That's a demon at work. That demon doesn't like the light of Jesus that it sees within you. So since that demon does not like the light of Jesus that it sees within you, it is going into attack mode. Most people nowadays are just wicked and evil. They're just wicked and evil. You got some people who have good hearts in the world, but it's very rare. And it's good. It's best to stay away from people. I had to learn that in my 36 years of life, it's best to stay away from people because people can switch up on you at any time. You know, you'll be like, well, I thought we were friends. I thought we were cool. I thought we were bros. And they'll switch up on you. I mean, for crying out loud, your own family will turn against you. They'll turn against you. So think about it. If your own family will turn against you, anybody is liable to turn against you. If your own fam will turn against you, that means you can't trust anyone, guys. You can't trust nobody. You cannot trust anyone. And I'm telling you guys that you got to be very, very careful when it comes to people, because people are just wicked. Their hearts are not pure. And the older that I get, I'm seeing how wicked and evil people are. And the older that I'm getting, I want to stay away from people. I don't want to be around people. You know, people, a lot of people are just not rap type. And a lot of women are definitely not rap type. One thing I had to understand about sisters are definitely not rap type. Women in general are superficial. Like I say, I don't put no class of woman on a pedestal, no ethnicity of women on a pedestal. Women are superficial in general, guys. So you got to understand that they're shallow, they're narcissistic. Women are just not good people in general. Women are pretty much like a lot of you guys say. Women are pretty much all the same. They're all superficial. Um, they're just all the same. And what a lot of you guys got to understand is that these women are not going to change. Their standards are not going to change. What they're attracted to is not going to change. Women are just going to stay the way that they are, guys. And there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing we can do. Um, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. You know, women are just going to be who they're going to be. And one thing I had to come to terms and understand when it comes to sisters, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you brothers had to come to terms and understand this, sisters are not rap type. They're not rap type. They really think thugs look good. They do. They think, tats and dreads and all of that thug stuff, gold in your mouth. They think that image look good. So sisters, they're mentally gone. They out of it mentally. They ain't working with a full deck. That's what I had to understand about sisters. They not working with a full deck. They not all there. They not all there. Their cerebrio is missing some levels. They not all there mentally. And I had to come to full circle and understand that they not all there. Sisters ain't got it all. They ain't got it all. And that right there gives me confidence. That gives me clarity to know that sisters don't have it all. They not mentally well. They not working with a full deck. And that explains why they like thugs and dudes who live the criminal lifestyle, because they not all there mentally. They're not working with a full deck. They just not working with a full deck. But women, they gonna be the way they gonna be, guys. It's nothing we can do. When females give you dirty looks, they're just displaying their true nature. They're just displaying they're superficial. They're just displaying that they're shallow. They're just displaying that I don't like men unconditionally. I have standards that I go by when it comes to who I allow into my punani. So when women give certain dudes dirty looks, they just showing the evil that lives within them. They just showing their shallow nature. That's all these women are doing. Women are just showing that they're not good, that they're evil. They're evil and they're wicked. It's been a long time since I had a woman give me a dirty look, but I have clear understanding of that at my age, at 36 years old. If women give you dirty looks, they're just displaying that they shallow and superficial. And the more clarity that men get on women, it's going to give them all the confidence that they need to give up. It's going to give them all the confidence that they need to give up. It's hard to motivate guys who've been crapped on their whole life, who never been wanted by no women. It's hard to motivate these types of guys. And instead of trying to motivate dudes who've never been desired by women, instead of trying to motivate these guys, this is what I say. Instead of trying to motivate these types of guys, because there's no need to motivate people who've been crapped on and done wrong their whole life. There needs to be some compassion and understanding. That's what there needs to be. Dudes who've been done wrong by women their whole life, people need to have some kind of compassion. But see, we live in an evil world, guys, and we live in a world where people just all about themselves, and people don't have the ability to care for nobody else. They just all for self. That is today's world. People only care about themselves and their well-being. All I can say is that you just got to accept the fate that you got. I know it's not easy. I know it's hard, but you just got to accept the fate that you got. These women are not going to change. Matter of fact, their standards are increasing day by day. They're going to become more superficial. They're going to become more shallow. They're going to become more evil and cutthroat, these women. They're not going to change. Women are not going to change their ways. So all I can say, you just got to be in tune to what's going on. Be in tune to the wicked nature of these females. And it'll save you a lot of heartache and pain. Being in tune to the wicked nature of these females. That's all I can say. And when females, if you experience a woman giving you a dirty look, or if you experience any type of negative energy coming to you from a woman, just know that that's a demon at work. That's all you need to know. That's a demon at work. And women have no problem expressing their disdain towards men that they feel are not sexually attractive. So when females give you dirty looks and they're condescending towards you, they're just expressing their disdain towards somebody they wouldn't want to procreate or build a legacy with. But they just showing their real nature, though. That's why I say, guys, once you understand the nature of a thing, you understand what it's capable of. Once you understand how shallow, how superficial women are, that's all the reason to give up and not even pursue them. That's all the reason to not even try. That's all the reason to give up. That's all the reason to give up. When you understand how shallow women are, that's the motivation to give up. That's the motivation to not even try. When you understand how these women get down and how they rocking. Because they're not going to change. They're not going to change. So as a man, especially, guys who never been sought after like that, dudes who never been wanted by nobody, you might as well just give up. Don't even try. It is what it is. I never understood why PUAs and dating coaches try to motivate people who are already down. What's the point in trying to motivate people who are already at the bottom? Why not tell them to give up? If I was a dating coach, if I was somebody like Mr. Lucario, I would tell dudes, just give up as a man. Don't pursue nobody. Just throw in the towel and accept that you're just going to spend the rest of your days on this earth alone. There's no point in trying to encourage people who are already down. There are some guys, they done got dirty looks their whole life, been crapped on their whole life. Why would you try to motivate men like that? It's no point. Tell them to give up. Because these women, they not going to change. We already know women ain't going to change. Women are not going to change their ways. The way that these women are, they not going to change. They going to stay the way that they are. They going to stay superficial. They going to stay shallow. They not going to change what they find attractive. They're not going to change none of that. So all I'm saying in this presentation, guys, do what you got to do to give yourself peace. Whatever you got to do to make yourself happy, whatever you got to do to give yourself some peace, do that. Because women are definitely not going to change. And I truly believe that it's pointless for guys who been treated like trash their whole life to actively pursue females. It makes no point. It's no point in guys who never been wanted to actively pursue females. You don't need to actively pursue women. You need to just throw in the towel and just accept that it's not gonna end well for you. Because I just believe in using common sense. And there's no point in giving encouragement to people who are already down. People who've been down their whole life. There's no point. I just feel that it's crazy how I predicted how my life was going to be at 15. I predicted that I would never have a wife and kids at 15. I predicted how everything was going to play out for me at a young age. And I was right. I predicted that I was never going to have a family. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other guys have too. But just remember, When these females give you them dirty looks, it's nothing you can do. Just know that that's a demon and a wicked spirit at work. But on that note, you guys have a happy Friday. Don't deny what you feel. If you're around women, some people, and you're getting some bad energy, just know those are wicked spirits at work, guys. Those are wicked, evil spirits at work. And this is why it's best to stay alone. Because people are becoming more and more wicked in this world. They're becoming more and more cutthroat day by day. And this is why it's very important for you to stay to yourself and don't deal with people. Because if you don't deal with people, you never have to worry about getting hurt. You never have to worry about being betrayed. You never have to worry about that if you just don't deal with people. Because people not going to change their ways. And these women, like I say, they not going to change their ways. I see why people used to tell me, you need to stay away from people. People used to tell me, you don't need to go around your relatives. You don't need to be around anyone. Because people are evil. And people are very judgmental. And if you're a man and you don't have a wife and kids, people will definitely judge you because of that. If you're a man at a certain age and you're not married, you don't have a family, people will most certainly judge you because of that. And I see how imperative it is to just stay away from people. I couldn't understand it in my younger days, but at 36, oh yeah, it's imperative that we just stay away from people. And you know, and if you're getting dirty looks, like I say, those are wicked spirits at work, just stay away from people. And that will minimize the damage and hell in your life. Happy Friday.